What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Casper's Kicks is checking in as always. Like I always say, I appreciate y'all for stopping in and checking out the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I cover a wide range of different sneaker related topics, whether it be reviews, raffles, so on and so forth. I try to cover it all and keep y'all as up to date as possible. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. Appreciate y'all for showing love and showing support. It's greatly appreciated. So, like I said, I do cover a wide range of topics. Lately, I've been bringing y'all a bunch of sneaker reviews, but today I'm gonna totally switch up the content on y'all. So if you watched my previous videos, you know I did get pairs of the Hyper Royal ones, and I was able to get my personal size in that shoe. Now, long story, which I'll explain in a little bit, but I actually was able to cop a fake pair of the Hyper Royal ones, also same size as mine, so they're both 11.5s. So basically what I wanted to do in this video is do a comparison of a fake pair of Hyper Royal ones and a real pair of Hyper Royal ones. So that's what this video is going to be about, a quick comparison, and then we'll see how it goes. But as always, subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit that notification button so you can stay up to date with what I post and when I post it. But let's go ahead and get into the video. So, like I said, I do have a real pair of Hyper Royal ones and a fake pair of Hyper Royal ones. Now, how I got the fake pair of Hyper Royal ones. So, I know a guy on Instagram who I've ran across a couple times doing sneaker raffles and so forth and so on. I'm not gonna say his name in the video just because I don't want y'all to think he sells fake shoes. He doesn't. He's good money, but so he actually had bought the pair of fake Hyper Royal ones from somebody on Instagram, and he got them shipped to him, and they turned out to be fake. He ran them through check, and they look totally different from a real pair of Hyper Royal ones. So I saw that he had did an Instagram live, and I saw he was on there and he was showing how they were fake, and I just came with the idea. I was like, well, it'd be cool just to see the differences in a real pair and a fake pair, just because you don't always get to see that all the time. So I did end up buying the shoes from him for $50, and he shipped them to me, and so I do have them here with me today. So that's what we're gonna get into today. I put my pair that I already had and the fake pair through check, so I will go through those results later in the video. But I'm gonna try to do this as best as I can. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but we're gonna see. So, like I said, I do have both pairs here. So this is my pair, and then this is the fake pair. And just so y'all know there's no games or anything like that, my pair has this sticker right here. This is where I got the shoe from, 704 Hype Shop on Instagram. And the fake pair has no sticker on there. There's nothing here with this sticker. So, we're gonna start with the box. So, I'm gonna start with the real pair and then go to the fake pair. So, to start, this is the box on the real pair of Hyper Royal ones. Now, what I have noticed kind of messing with the box and having them stacked on top of each other is the real pair of Hyper Royal ones box is slightly bigger than the fake pair. Now, it's not like you would have to have multiple boxes with you to actually notice the difference. Like, that's how small the difference is. So that may not be a way for you to tell if you're trying to compare the two. So what I noticed first with the boxes is the label. So the label on both boxes is totally different. So what the real pair reads, it reads Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, and the colorway is Hyper Royal and white. Like I said, size 11.5, retail is $170. That's all on the label, and I'll show y'all that here. So hopefully you can see all of that. If not, I'll post a video on top of this just so y'all can see. But that is what the label reads there. Hopefully you can read that well. So now moving on to the fake pair. So this is what the label reads on the fake pair. So it reads Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, which is the same as the real pair, but the colorway is where it gets you. So the colorway reads Hyper Royal, Light Smoke Gray, and White, which is is just totally different than what the real pair has. So when there's two different colorways, you have to pay attention and know what the real label says in order to know which one's real and which one's fake. So like I said, the difference on this one is Hyper Royal, Light Smoke Gray, and White. On the fake pair, the real pair reads Hyper Royal and White. So that's an automatic, just something's off. The other big difference I did notice is the font on the label. So the letters or the words on here are bolded a lot. It's like a much bolder word than it is on the real pair. And the font is, I want to say it's smaller, or yeah, it's like shrunk down a little more. So it just kind of looks weird. So I will show y'all this. So here's the label. So if you look at the wording on there, the wording is bolded. And I will show y'all, like I said, here's the real pair. So that's, gotta get two hands. So that's the real pair. You can see the wording on there, it's not as bolded. And then coming to the fake pair, it's bolded there. So that's another difference there. And then like I said, the font on here is shrunk, is smaller than on the real pair. So I will show y'all what it looks like on the fake pair first, and then I'll show you the real pair. The other thing I noticed as well is that the QR code on here, it's a lot, it's more stretched out. So it's, I guess, almost like if you zoomed in on something, that's how it looks on this QR code compared to the regular real pair. So I will show y'all this. So look at the numbers and look at the QR code on there. Take a good look at that. And then I will show y'all the real pair. Like I said, it's not as zoomed in. It's a lot different on there. So that's another difference in these two. So other than that, the boxes, they feel the same. Both boxes aren't bad. This box is, the fake pair box is a little bit more beat up, but I know the guy got them from, I think he did kick the box because he was mad. So that's could be why the box is a little beat up. I'm not 100% sure, so I can't, say that that's the reason. Now, on to the next thing that I noticed. So when you get Jordan 1s for sure, there is a red stamp on the inside of the label of the lid. So on this one, it is right here in the corner. Now, when I put these shoes through check, it involves scanning the label or the inside of the lid for the date code. When I first looked in here, I did not see it. And literally like 5 minutes ago, when I actually came back and looked in here, I did see it, and it's super faded, but it's right. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. That's how faded it is on the inside of the lid on the fake pair. So this is the fake pair box right here. And you can barely see that date code. It's super faded. Like I said, you should be able to clearly see on the inside of the label that the date, that red stamp on the inside. So that's another indicator right there. All right, so moving the lid out the way, keep them separated so I know. Paper wise, it's really hard to tell the difference in the paper comparing the two, and I'm just sitting here rubbing both papers at the same time. So we'll just go ahead and move on from that. So I'm gonna take both shoes out so we can go ahead and compare both shoes. So move that one over there. Okay, and let me take out the other one. All right, so now one of the biggest things that I noticed with these, between the fake and the real pair, is the shape of the back of the shoe. So I will try to compare these as best as I can. Like I said, if I can't get everything in the video, I will kind of make a separate video and put it on top of this one. So let me show y'all. So in my left hand, I will have the real pair. My right hand, I will have the fake pair. Now look at the shape of both of these. And so here's this one. This is the fake pair right here. That's the shape of the back of it. And then this is the shape of the other one. So as you see, this one on the fake pair, the shape is just straight up and down. It's just straight up and down. That's what it is. And then if you look on this one, it's kind of bowed out at the top up here and not as narrow as this one. So this is how Jordan 1 should come. They should be out like this at the top. They shouldn't be all scrunched in like this. Just another indicator that something is off with the shoe. So that's how that one is. And I'll show you all the other shoe as well. So this is the other shoe. So as you see on this one, same thing, a lot narrow. You can even tell it's all creased in right there. And then this is the real pair. And so as you see, it's not as narrow as these. I'll try to do both of them at the same time. Hopefully you can see it. Like I said, so that's one of the biggest indicators that I saw when I first took a look at the shoes. So continuing on, let me see. So in all Jordans, they come with shoe trees, little brown shoe trees. So on the real pair, so like I said, both of these are size 11.5. And so if y'all didn't know, the shoe trees for Jordan 1s actually have the size of the shoe on them. So for my personal pair, the 11.5, that's real, the shoe tree reads 11 to 11.5. So that's on that shoe tree right there. Now on the fake pair, it actually doesn't say 11 to 11.5. It actually it reads 12.5. So this shoe tree should be in a bigger shoe. It should be in a size 12 or 12.5 shoe. So that's what that shoe tree says right there. Size 12.5. Now, so those are important to check. If you're buying a shoe from someone, check the shoe trees just to make sure that the size is correct on them. Now, moving on. So the other thing, so whenever you buy a Jordan, on the insole of the shoe, there will be a sticker with the size, with what size the shoe is. So on this one, it has the 11.5 sticker on there on the insole. And I believe it's on both shoes. Yeah, so it's on both shoes as well. So it is a size 11.5 in there as well. And so on the fake pair, there is no sticker with this shoe. There's no sticker on there at all. And I'll show y'all the other shoe as well. And so that's that. Now, the other thing I did notice when I was putting these through check, is when I took out the insole and when I put it back in the shoe of the fake pair, they didn't fit right. Like when I stuck my hand all the way in there was a little bit of a gap at the very front of the shoe. And I really can't show y'all just because I can't put the camera in the shoe for y'all to be able to see. So you just have to take my word for it. But there was a small gap at the front of the shoe, whereas the real pair, there was no gap at the front. I was able to stick the insole back in perfectly and it just fit in there perfectly. So that's another one. I believe the label was the other thing. So let me make sure I get the right both shoes. Other shoe. All right. So for the label on these, so the other thing is kind of the cut on the shoe. So, the cut on the labels. I'm going to try to show y'all this as best as possible. So if you notice kind of the cut on the label right there, it's a lot harder to read the top of the label of the shoe. And I really hope y'all can see that. If not, like I said, I'll put a video over this. So the label on there is the angle of how it is. It's cutting off parts of the label. Whereas on the real one, it's more of a going across. It's an even cut. It's not cutting off parts of the label or anything like that. So I can actually see the top of the label. And it's just a straight across cut. So just things like, I don't even know if I was showing y'all. Hopefully I was showing y'all that correctly. All right. So moving on. So the feel of the shoe, they honestly kind of feel the same. Material wise, I will say the fake pair is a little bit rougher. Like I'm just rubbing this part right here. the fake pair is a little bit rougher than the real pair. But like I said, that's something that you really wouldn't be able to tell unless you had a real pair of shoes with you, a real pair of Hyper-Royals with you. So it's just one of those things that you just kind of have to just kind of know. If something feels wrong with the shoe, then something's probably wrong with the shoe. And now moving on, tongue-wise, the tongues do feel the same. Not too big of a difference on those. Now on the ankle does feel a little bit different. On the real pair, it's a little bit more plush up here on the ankle padding, on the outside of the ankle. Whereas on the fake pair, it is more stiff. It's a little bit stiffer up here. And I'm pressing on both of them, and I can clearly tell this one has a little bit more give than these. So that's another difference in the two. And the other thing I did notice, I just remembered this. So on the toe box of the shoe, now a lot of fake pairs, one of the things you'll notice on the toe box is, or one of the things you'll notice is the toe box can be a giveaway for a fake shoe. So on the fake pair toe box, it almost looks like it's stretched out more compared to a real pair. So it may be kind of hard to tell, but if you look at the holes up here at the top, they almost look kind of stretched out more. And on the real pair, it doesn't seem like they're as stretched out on this pair. So the toe box just looks kind of weak. It doesn't look right on this pair, on the fake pair. And I'll show y'all the other side as well. And even these they don't look right to me. So I'll get the other shoe as well for y'all. So this is the real pair. Let me move the lace back out the way. Real pair. And the toe box. And then this is the fake pair. Even on here, it just looks a little stretched out. So the shape of the toe box is just off. So moving on. So another big thing you'll notice with fake Jordan 1s is the lace bag. So, I'm gonna just detach this on mine. All right. So I have both lace bags here. Now, this is the real lace bag. So you see how there's barely any room up here at the top. Like the laces fit perfectly in this little pouch. Like I said, there's no really extra room at the top. They perfectly fit in here. Now look at the fake pair. Now they don't fit in here perfectly. Like there's so much extra space here at the top of the bag. This is how Jordan 1 laces should come. There should be no room in the bag. They should fit perfectly in there. And this is how the fake pair looks. And even like when I press down on the laces, there's a lot more give in the fake laces compared to the real laces. I can't really squeeze down on these like I can on the fake pair. So always make sure to check the lace bags, because this can be one of the biggest indicators that the shoe is fake, is the lace bag. So just make sure to pay attention to those. So move those out the way. Now the other thing I did talk about in one of my previous videos is getting a black light. Now what the black light does is it allows you to see like random marks that a fake shoe may have on it. So when I did go over these shoes with my black light, I was able to see kind of like random markings on the fake pair, and I didn't see any on the real pair. So I'm not sure if y'all be... Alright, so up first, this is the fake pair of Hyper-Royal 1. So I have my black light here. So let's take a look. So you don't see anything on this midsole right here. But if I turn the shoe on the other side, you do see a small mark right there. And then nothing else along the shoe there. And you can even look at the stitching on here. And some people can really tell with the stitching if the stitching just looks different. Then they'll know. So I will show you the other shoe. So this is the other fake pair. So as you see, there are more marks right there. And then continuing on, you see one right there as well. And then here's the stitching on here. And then flipping it over to the other side. And so you see a really small kind of faint mark right there, and then a big one too. and I believe that's it. And then here's the stitching as well. And then on the real pair, here's the real pair right here, and you don't really see any markings on here. And then flipping it to the other side, same thing on here as well. No markings on the midsole. Here's the stitching on here if you want to compare. And then the other one I will show y'all as well. And same thing here. You don't really see any marks on the midsole. Here's the stitching. And then here on the other side, no marks either. And here's the stitching as well on those. Sometimes you can even spot marks on the box of this shoe. Now I did go over the box with my black light and I didn't see anything wrong or any like extra marks on the shoe box. So I wasn't able to tell based off that to see if it was fake or not based off the shoe box. So I think for the most part, those are all the differences that I noticed. Like I said, I'm not a professional legit checker of shoes, so I'm not, like I said, I don't legit check shoes often. When I get them, I do look over them just to make sure it looks real and based off what I have, what I've gotten previously. But you know, I don't have all the expertise, the tools to be able to know automatically when a shoe is fake. So I believe, like I said, that's everything that I saw. I don't think there were any other differences that I was able to notice. Even I think if I take the insole out, see that's the bottom of the insole for the fake pair. And I'll show y'all the insole of the real pair. So this is the bottom of the insole for the real pair. And they actually are different, I just noticed that. So this is the real pair, the bottom of the insole. And the lines on here are a lot more spaced out. And maybe, hopefully it's not hard to see, but the lines on there are more spaced out with this one. And then this is the fake insole. So you see the lines are a lot more smushed together. So of course it's not the correct insole for this shoe. And like I said earlier, the sticker on here is missing. If you didn't see it earlier, whereas it's on this one, size 11.5. So that's that. Another thing you can always check, I'm not the best at it, is the insole of the shoe and the stitching on the insole of the shoe. So this is the stitching on the bottom of this shoe. Now someone, if you're watching the video and you can tell the difference on the stitching in these two, put it in the comments so everybody can know. So like I said, I don't really, it's kind of hard for me to tell the stitching. This is the stitching on the real pair. So that is the real pair stitching there. And I will show y'all the bottom of the shoe as well too. So this is the bottom of the shoe on the real pair. So there. Bottom of the shoe on the real pair of Hyper Royals. And this is the bottom of the shoe on the fake pair. Like I said, this is the fake pair. I didn't really see any differences with these, but like I said, if you notice it, put it in the comments just so we all can know. And that's that. All right, so I think for the most part, I think actually I just noticed something else. See, I'm just finding stuff as I go on here. The swooshes on here are a little bit different. Yeah, the material on the swoosh is different. So look at the swoosh on this shoe. This is the real pair. So the Nike swoosh on there, it has that almost tumbled leather look. And this swoosh is really smooth. And that's on both sides. That's on both sides of those. Now on the fake pair, the swoosh, the material doesn't feel the same. As you can see, it don't have that tumbled leather look on there, and it does not feel the same as the real shoe does. So it's just small things like that. But all right, so those are, like I said, those are all the things I really noticed with the shoe. Just from my limited knowledge on checking fake shoes, those are just some of the things that I noticed. And like, that's a lot of things to pick out, trying to distinguish the two shoes. So the other thing I did mention earlier, Check Check. Now, if you're not familiar with Check Check, one, this is not a sponsored video for Check Check. Check Check is a great tool. Check Check is an app you can download, and basically you can take pictures of these shoes, and the people who check the shoes can tell you if it's a real shoe or a fake shoe. Now I did run both of these shoes through check, and I will show y'all the results. What I'll do is post it up, like split video with this, or just put it over the video. So for the first shoe, I did put the fake pair of Hyper Royals through check first, and the result, as you can see, is not passed. And then the reasons for it not being checked or not passing is the appearance of the shoe. So the appearance was just off on this shoe. And like I said, you can put in different times for how fast you want the shoe to be checked. I put this in late at night, so I just put it on 12 hours, thinking I'd just wake up the next day and check the results. But they literally got the results back to me in like 6 minutes. So I submitted this May 28th at 11:35 p.m. and I literally got the results back May 28th at 11:41 p.m. So 6 minutes later, and they were already able to tell me that this shoe did not pass. It is not a real shoe. Now, going to the real shoe, as you see, this one was a pass. There was no remarks because there was nothing wrong with the shoe. And even for the pass, it took 6 minutes as well. And like I said, I submitted this on May 28th at 11:44 p.m. And I got the check back on May 28th at 11:50 p.m. I think I said 11:44 a.m., but I meant p.m. So as you can see, even in the bottom of this screenshot, you can see the couple of the pictures that I posted and sent to them. So this app, it is a really good tool. I recommend, if you don't have it, to download it and use it if you're not 100% sure about some shoes. Even the guy I got the shoes from, like I said earlier, he ran them through check and they did not pass. Now they do have different plans on check where you can buy credits to be able to check these shoes. And like I said, there are different times for how long it would take. I think the fastest is 30 minutes and the longest is 12 hours. Like I said, I did put these on for 12 hours thinking I would just check back the next day, and I got them back super quick. So you really could put a check on for 30 minutes and get it back in a couple minutes. Like if you're buying from somebody and you just want to run them through check real quick, you can do that. So like I said, I do highly recommend downloading check and using it to check your shoes if you're ever just unsure about the shoes. Now, I do want to preface, I don't buy fake shoes. I don't deal with fake shoes at all. This is the first pair of fake shoes that I've ever had like near me. So I don't do fake shoes. I know some people they'll buy fake shoes because they don't want to pay resale on a real shoe, which is cool. You know, if that's what you do, I'm not knocking what anybody does, but me personally, I don't buy fake shoes. So just so y'all know, don't think all my other reviews are fake shoes. They are real shoes on my channel. That's all I deal with. But I did think it would be a cool idea to see a comparison, because even for me, I don't really see too many comparison videos of a fake shoe and a real shoe on the channel. So, or not on the channel, on YouTube. So I know some people may be curious as to what the differences are. So I hope this video was able to help y'all. Let me know in the comments what you think about the video. Is this something you would like to see more of in the future? Like I said, this is actually the first time I've even just been able to get my hands on a fake shoe. So let me know in the comments if this is something that you would like to see more of. I'm gonna give y'all one more 360 of everything on the shoe, just so y'all can see. So this is the real pair here, the real pair of Jordan 1 Hyper Royals. And I'll just give y'all a little 360 of them. We'll show y'all the inside. Like I said, take the insole out. So this is the insole here. It is a hole in this one, I just noticed that. And so I'll show y'all the other one as well. So this is the other insole. Other insole there. This is the real Jordan 1. And then I'll show y'all the stitching on the inside again. Stitching. There we go. Okay. And now, and the shoe tree and lace bag, of course. Show y'all again. And so again, this is the shoe tree on the real pair. So make sure you get the right size. And then the lace bag, make sure the laces fit perfectly in here. And then show you on the fake shoe, again, insole on the fake pair. It's the other side. Remember, no sticker on these, so they're fake. And then showing y'all the shoe one more time. This is the fake pair. And of course, the shoe tree. Make sure you get the right size shoe tree. This is a 12, 12 and a half, and this is a size 11 and a half shoe. And also, make sure your lace bag, these don't get these. There's too much room in this bag, and it's not right. So, like I said earlier, I'm not making this video to come at the people that buy fake pairs and buy replica shoes. If you do that, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But for those that do like to buy real shoes and stick with just real shoes, I did want to make this video just to provide y'all with a comparison so y'all know the difference if you don't ever want to buy a fake shoe. So let me know in the comments if you like this video. I know it's really long, but I appreciate y'all for those that do stick through and watch the whole thing. Let me know if you like this type of video. If you want more comparisons of real versus fake, I'm happy to do it. I don't get my hands on fakes like that, but I can try and find them. But let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the video, everything like that. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell so you can stay up to date when I post new content. But as always, I will catch y'all later. Stay safe and stay blessed. Peace.